Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Pony&Wolf Productions video. My name is Visual Pony, and today we are reading the story Be Ready For It by Get Bent. It is some kind of crossover with an anime, I guess. God Hand? I don't know. It has something to do with Nightmare Moon, I know that much. And it has a comedy tag. That's all I know about this. I have not previewed this. But I'm curious, and as always, here's a list of those amazing people who keep this channel alive with their monthly donations. And don't forget, those monthly donations are also giving you early access to all of the stuff I produce. And don't forget, there's also a merch store down below. Don't forget to look at it, because there's still exclusive wedding merch going on till the 1st of January 2023. And also, our furry overlords want me to tell you that they want to take over the world, and they need funds for that. So, yeah, keep that in mind when you consider donations. And now, let's get into the story, because I'm fairly certain that I'm annoying you a great deal by now. Jean's Rockabye. Uh-oh. Nightmare Moon. The biggest, baddest bitch in the world. She wanted eternal night. She was the embodiment of evil. Ponies can't live without light. Plants will die. Things will die. Everything will die. Unless she is stopped. Legend tells of the 6 elements of harmony that can solve everything. Force won't work. You can't kill her. She has the power of a goddess. So instead, that's where the elements come in. Only 5 are known, and the 6th is said to be revealed when the others are. Twilight and her friends need to find them. But first, they need the exposition. Nightmare Moon stood up on the stage, imposing, scary. She began to speak. Her voice was dark, gravelly.
From this moment forth, the night will last.
The mysterious man, never before seen in the eyes of pony kind, punched the tall alicorn into the air. He yelled out, doing a roundhouse kick. The pony, upon contact with the man's foot, flew back somewhere around 50 feet at the speed of sound. Or did she go back 50 hoofs? He didn't know. It was probably some stupid metric system crap. Either way, she landed on the dirt and began to skid. Skid. Oh, she's slowing down. Finally. Jean hopped off the stage and ran over towards her. The crowd watched on as this goofy-ass man, who apparently didn't know what sidestepping was, when he turned in a circle, ran towards the biggest threat Equestria had ever faced. Ever. And he was running like a total goober. Really? You had to have been there. Jean kneeled down and looked at the supposed dangerous being that Olivia had tasked him to take out. She was knocked out in 2 hits. He'd faced better thugs and demons in his sleep. And he was on level 2. He sighed and kicked her in the head. She didn't move, but his foot made a funny clunk noise.
Well, that was a bust. But hey, job's over. That's the quickest one yet.
He cracked his knuckles and smiled. Yet he remained in the opposite direction of the crowd. Purposefully so. He kicked the horse in the head one last time and turned to face them.
No need to thank me.
He bragged.
Just doing my thing.
Till he was pushed from behind.
Ugh!
He yelled and fell on his face. Quickly spinning off of his hands and up onto his feet, he faced his opponent. The horse was still standing, and she looked pissed. Jean smiled and cracked his neck. He moved his arm in a circular motion, loosening his shoulder.
Guess you're not gonna go down as easy as I thought, horse lady.
He said, chuckling. She growled. He cracked his knuckles. And then he cracked his back. And his hip. And his...
Will you stop that?
The horse yelled and blasted him with magic.
What are you even doing?
He weaved around it and whistled.
How How did you...
she questioned. But then she got angry again. She fired again. He weaved. She fired again. He weaved. She fired again. He weaved. Level up!
You insolent wench!
The horse yelled, charging at him quickly. He didn't have time to dodge and took another hit. She was fast. The crowd watched as he fell hard to the floor. Yet he just got right back up.
Alright. I didn't want to waste it on you, but I'm tired. And hungry.
He said, sighing again and feeling things out. He felt things out so hard that his arm began to glow. He yelled as the braces exploded off of his arm. His theme music began to play and he sprinted towards her. The horse never saw it coming. He punched, he hooked. Right hook, left hook, slap, smack, punch. Square, 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 circle. He began to pummel her. He punched and he punched and he punched. The prompt changed and he ran behind her. He yelled and suplexed her. Her head went right into the dirt. But because she still had health, she just popped right back up. Uppercut. He jumped, he spun and he kicked. She flew backwards once again. Except this time she hit a nearby tree. She choked out spittle and screamed in agony. Every bone in her body felt like it had been shattered. But she had to keep fighting. She couldn't let this freak win.
Oh, getting back up?
He taunted.
Your health is real low, horse lady.
It was true. She only had a sliver left. Soon enough, she'd fall to the ground and fade away. Like all the others.
My... health?
She muttered. She was constantly confused by this thing. But rather than question it anymore, she went animalistic. She charged and raised her hoof. Forget magic. He would have just dodged it. He smirked and ran towards her. They were going to clash. Until he stopped on a dime.
Call it a cheap shot?
He shouted.
But whatever.
He had hardly broken a sweat. He just wanted to have some fun. He pressed R1. Time slowed down. The roulette came up. He began to scroll. Where is it? He was using his legs in his fight quite often. What's one more time? La Bomba. God Stomp. Dragon Kick. He selected it and moved forward 2 steps. He yelled and kicked as hard as he could. She flew up into the air and twinkled like a star. He took a few steps back, admired his work, and then did a little jig. Nightmare Moon flew off into the stratosphere and was never seen again. Some ponies theorize that she ended back up on the moon. Others theorize that she just stopped sinking. But no pony ever dared theorize what happened to that mysterious bipedal man. After that fight, he simply disappeared, complaining about it being too easy and a person named Olivia being a tease. But they never questioned it, for they feared the wrath of what he had. The wrath of the God Hand. Author's note. Play God Hand, but make sure to be ready for it. Wanted to write something for fun. Working on Sweet Madness still, but life has been really busy. Thanks for reading. Don't be a stranger.
It is once again time for comment time with me, Luna, the comment kitty. Like and subscribe so that my can openers can buy me more amazing toys and treats. Sometimes I allow them to buy some food and stuff for themselves too, but only after I had my own share first. Also don't forget the merch store and the Patreon in the description down below. That way you can get stuff earlier or support the channel and get amazing merchandise. My daddy doesn't really know what to think of this one. He has also never heard of God Hand. What a cretin, am I right? Best game I ever played on the PS2. I sneak it from time to time because I am technically not allowed to use daddy's gaming hardware. but turning the battle system of that game into a fight against Nightmare Moon was just hilarious. I hope you guys had as good a laugh as my daddy as he was narrating this. Now go away, there is a snack with my name on it.